All right, time now for the Hannity hot seat. Many illegal immigrants will likely find a new home in the sanctuary state of California, which is already unable to take care of their own homeless population. They're facing about a $24 billion budget deficit. In an interview with FoxNews.com, one local resident from San Francisco described the city's deterioration, including bus stops that have been hijacked by drug dealers, open-air drug markets on the city streets, addicts acting erratically on block after block. So just who's to blame here? Keep in mind, there has not been a Republican mayor of San Francisco since 1964. Here now with reaction, co-host of The Five, Geraldo Rivera. I'm going to say something, and I say this out of friendship. It's good to see you. Happy New Year. You have been so far so lenient on the issue of illegal immigration. Now, I did get you to concede that building a wall, you said, OK, I'll be OK with that. But under Joe Biden, we're now over the 5 million mark when you include DHS numbers of people that got into the country that they didn't count. But when you count the numbers we know and the numbers that they expect or estimate, it's over 5 million people. We have enough fentanyl coming into this country to kill every American many times over. You have cities like San Francisco. They're all over the country now, Geraldo, and our children are dying because of the drugs crossing that border. When will you join me in saying, if you want to come to America, you've got to do it legally?
I join you right now, loud and clear. The message, I think, I think Sarah Carter has done a great job. Bill Mnuchin, our people, Greg Hart down there, or Griff Jenkins. We have really shown the world the quantity of people coming across our southern border. I think that 5 million figure is grossly exaggerated. It counts people who come, we throw them out, they come back, we throw them out, they come back and forth. It gets counted as one each time. It is a horrible problem. It's a terrible problem. We've got to deal with it. We need the wall. You're right about that. You have been right from the very beginning. But as you have also said from the very beginning, the wall has to have a great big door in it. Why? Because we need an orderly, practical, compassionate immigration system, because we need these people. We're a nation of immigrants. We're down to 3.5% unemployment. We have millions of jobs going unfilled because we just don't have the workers. What we need, though, is people to follow the law.
Let's see what that looks like.
Coherent system.
Let's see what the recession that is coming, according to all the experts. Let's see how that falls out. Here's what I do want to ask you. Joe Biden is not only aiding and abetting the law breaking and allowing it to happen, because we had the lowest numbers in terms of illegal immigration under Donald Trump. He enforced the law. But Joe Biden is offering preferential treatment. People, they don't have to get a vaccine when they cross the border. They don't even get a COVID test. They get a Biden phone often, and they're often, they get free transportation to the city of their choice, Geraldo. Now, why don't we have a system that checks for radical backgrounds and associations, or a system that in the middle of a pandemic checks for their health, or a system that says you got to prove that you can take care of yourself and won't be a burden on the American people? Is that fair?
Yes, it is fair. 2 quick points. When you saw Governor Abbott on the tarmac with President Biden, that was unfortunately adversarial. But wouldn't it be nice if they were shoulder to shoulder, if they worked together, Republican and Democrat, to fix this problem? It's not going to be fixed with posturing, not with Biden's grandstanding or Governor Abbott's grandstanding. It's got to be fixed with people working together.
The governor has had to bear the brunt of Joe Biden's policies of aiding and abetting criminal activity by himself. Joe Biden has never been to the border until this weekend, a whopping 4 hours from wheels down to wheels up. And, of course, they clean out the city so he doesn't see the reality of what his policies have caused, Geraldo. I give the governor of Texas, great props for what he did, because it was brave, it was truthful, it was honest, and it was a reality check that clearly Joe needs.
Well, and it's all that. And I give him credit for it as well, Sean. But wouldn't it be nice if they sat together and said, OK, this is what we have to do? For example, Governor Abbott says to President Biden, you know, President Biden, you're a nice person. You're a kind person. But your kindness is, in this case, having an opposite ricochet. It's having the wrong impact. You're giving people the false impression that the border is open.
No, I like the way Governor Abbott did it. You're $20 billion too late and 2 years too late. And this is what you've done to my state. This is what you're doing to our country. And it is having a dramatic negative impact on cities and states and towns all around the country. And you caused it, and you need to fix it. I prefer that letter. I'll give you the last word.
I think that you're talking, one thing we haven't mentioned is fentanyl. Fentanyl is the real horrible difference between years past and now. San Francisco, in the film that you showed of the Tenderloin District, open-air drug mart, 500 fentanyl overdose deaths in the last year alone in that one city. London Breed, the mayor, making that get tough speech, on crime. We're going to clean up the streets. It is a scourge. We have to work together. This is the real test for Kevin McCarthy. This is the real test for bipartisan approaching to the nation's problems.
I don't think it's a test at all.
But what is the law? The law changes on a weekly basis.
No, the law is the law. And right now the law is we have a process to enter the country illegally. They are entering our country illegally, Geraldo. And we, as a country, are paying a very dear price for it.
So did your forebears, Sean. So did my mom's family.
No, my four grandparents went through Ellis Island. Wait a minute. They came in legally from Ellis Island, all four grandparents from Ireland. They came in legally.
But there is no Ellis Island for these people in the South.
Well, you want them to stay, don't you? You want amnesty.
In your wall, Sean, put an Ellis Island office in the wall. That's what you want. You want a wall with a big door, as you've always said, where we combine America's needs with the needs of the humanitarian needs, too.
All right. I'm going to give you the last word. I'm in a very good mood tonight. I'm going to let you have it. You deserve it. All right, Geraldo, thank you. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.